Hello there, this is a big painting. It's A2 on a rigid board, because the conventions, you feel a bit like wary of taking stuff done with chalk. I've taken things in the past. They get scuffed and mucky because you've got to put them on a raffle table or whatever. So I try and protect them a bit. And this can be bashed around all you like once it's got varnish on, and it's fine. So I thought I quite like painting. Anyway, it's a nice change. The topic's Colonisation Elite, because this is the latest update we've had. Colonisation of systems, and there's been this big kind of like gold rush, finding all the shiny new systems as people have expanded inwards into the populator systems in the bubble and outwards towards empty space. So you've got the Cannon are off to Polaris and doing a few other bits. You've got the Explorers of the Distant World group, they're going off to Orion. And the Fatherhood, they're pretty much kind of like embedded in the California Nebula now, which is really cool. This is the Galet News Digest system, which is it's just got some amusing names. If you can spot it anyway, I'll put the link to the system name in the video description so you can have a little look at it. There's some fun things. I've got my little print works there, like we print media for the newspapers. A little commander on a bicycle goes around all the different systems delivering the news to all of the different planets. I can imagine that. The Celestial Bicyclist. That's probably a constellation. This structure in the middle of the star that I've got, it did look quite staggering when you drop in and you're so close to the star. It's an agricultural station it was going to be, but this is the delivery structure prior to the building of the agricultural station, and all the little solar arrays and landing pads are to enable everyone who's bringing in the steel and the copper and the liquid oxygen and the structural regulators, the building fabricators and the polymers and the muon imagers and all of those bits and bobs. Bring them all in, land them on these many pads so that there's enough room for everyone who might choose to help. It looks incredible when it's silhouetted against the star with its busy swarms of NPC ships coming and going and the flames of the star arcing behind it. Don't really know a great deal about colonisation myself. I've done quite a bit of it, but it's always been in a support role. Since I've painted this picture, I've started my own little system, and I shall see. I know that they've done quite a bit of updating to the process of colonisation in the last couple of weeks. It's sort of in a beta. They're reserving the right to change things massively, so they sort of called it a beta. And people have pretty much accepted this, and it's coming on really nicely. It's in pretty good nick now. I quite like it. There have been some weird aberrations with the commodities markets in the starports that people have built, but they've put in some new sort of rules this last week or so. So, for example, if you've got an Earth-like world, and you place a structure around it, shall we say, any agricultural produce in that structure will be improved because below it's an Earth-like world, and of course they can grow the grapes there for the market above. Same thing goes when you've got kind of heavy metal content planets. You'll get a boost to mining related things in orbit, and the planets directly below the orbital platforms you create will be the ones that have the largest impact on what the orbital station you create offers. People with wiser brains than mine have put together lots of spreadsheets and interdependent graphs showing positive and negative impacts of all the different bodies, and if there's a neutron star or a white dwarf in the system, what impact that has on your system. Certainly things like planetary rings and so forth improve your extraction abilities because you've got a res. I mean, you've got rocks to mine. So it stands to reason. It is pretty coherent the way they've planned it. You know, if your system is pretty, like you've got these gorgeous gas giants and neutron stars and impressive things like that, you will get tourists. Your tourism settlements will be more successful than if all you have is ice balls. And if all you have is ice balls, you can slap loads of industrial depots in there and stuff, and they'll chug away quite happily. But you won't necessarily get many people visiting for the beauty. So it's pretty clever, and quite nuanced, I think. I'm enjoying learning about it, and I don't mind hauling steel. You have to take it in little chunks, don't you? Otherwise you get sick of it. You know, it's got to be a game, and if it stops feeling like a game, you need to go and do something else. So I really quite enjoy doing a bit of painting every now and again. I will say this is not the greatest painting I've ever done, but it was good fun. The T9 is a very iconic ship to use for a colonisation system. I spent a lot of time lumbering around in a T9 in the last few weeks, which is fine. I don't normally use them. Some people love a T9. I think I'm going to look forward to seeing what the Panther Clipper has to offer. So anyway, thank you for watching. That's pretty much it. I appreciate you sitting through my wittering. It did go on a bit, I'm sorry. Bye.